So the next item that I have for you is the ClassLink one-click extension. I went ahead and installed it. It's located up here. So either by using the app or by even typing in the URL up here, all students should be able to go to ClassLink. And if you haven't had the opportunity to take a look at ClassLink, I would encourage you to do so. What we suggest is that we start steering our students to logging in here first before they go anywhere else on the internet, only because it's a little bit easier for us to get the counts as to how often an item is used by our kids. And that way we can kind of justify spending the money that we spend on purchasing that item. So if you have your students going somewhere on the internet, please encourage them to go through ClassLink and click on the links there before they go off to where they need to go. Okay, so the next item I have is the QR code extension, which is the icon you see here. And what that basically does is generate a QR code based on the page that happens to be open. So for example, if I'm teaching something and I'm projecting it up on a screen, or I'm projecting it into what I have like a smartboard of any type, if I want the students to be able to go to the same location and they're using a device that has a forward-facing camera, or in the case of a Chromebook, they can go ahead and turn it around so it can take a shot of whatever the image happens to be, then my students themselves can also join me somewhere too. So if you want a way of creating a quick QR code to lead people to a certain place, by installing this app, any place or location I go to now has a unique QR code that goes along with it. Now, what I use a QR code generator for is to actually make QR codes. So I go to locations, I click on this app, and then I do a screenshot of what this is. And then that's what I use in my presentations. It's just really handy to do it that way. So that's another item that you yourselves and your students can use. So the next one is number 5, Google Drawings. I've actually taken Google Drawings out of the general list. It was referred to before with the Google Quick Create, but there is an actual app extension that goes directly to Google Drawings. The reason why I would like for you guys to be able to focus in on this is the ability for your students to use this to keep track of information once again. They can use Google Drawings to build charts, layouts, diagrams, flow charts. They can use it as a general area where they can talk to each other like a whiteboard or a collaboration space. You as a teacher can create certain items that you want your students to build upon, like a picture that needs labels on it, or a map that needs certain items to be identified. All of those items you can share out inside of a Google Drawing. So if you wanted to know more information about Google and the Google Drawing program itself, I've actually inserted into the presentation what we did on the last PD and PJs, which was the Get Creative with Google Drawings presentation. So this is linked inside of the presentation itself. If you click on this, it will take you to this presentation. And inside here, it has all of the items that we talked about last time. And in the presentation itself, over on the side, is a link to the videos that go along with the presentation. So by clicking on the video items here, it will play the presentation from last week, or the last PD and PJs. So I'm going to close that. So consider using Google Drawings in your classroom. If you want the students to go ahead and insert or install the actual extension, feel free to do that. Or if you prefer that the students go straight to it through the actual Google app option, or by typing in drawings, period, new. Either way, I'll get you to the same place. In fact, many of the Google items that we have, you don't really have to install extensions to get there. What you could do instead is just show your students how to type in either in the URL, so that way you can free up the real estate that you have in the upper right-hand corner for the students to install additional apps and extensions.